What is the best part about driving for Walmart Spark? You know, the side hustle, obviously, from Walmart, where either I'm going to get a load and go, I go to the pickup spots, associates load a customer's order, and then I make the delivery, or you can get both offers here, shop and deliver, which seems to be the more popular kind of offer we're seeing in 2025 here from a lot of these gig apps. Admittedly though, the Spark shopping process is pretty good, arguably the best shopping experience in the gig economy. It's organized, aisle, module, specific item, the picture of the item, and the process is generally pretty smooth. But that doesn't mean it's a high paying side hustle that makes at least, I'd say $20 an hour. Ideally, we want $25 plus an hour. And then for the driving, a minimum of $1.75. Well, Shakitta's gonna try her first ever Walmart Spark delivery shift. And here's the questions that I want answered. Follow along with me. A, is she gonna get any load and go? Because it seems like now Spark is really emphasizing shop and deliver unless you're at the exact right time when those load and goes drop and you can happen to grab one of those. So is she gonna get like just shop and deliver? Is she gonna get any load and goes? And ultimately, is she gonna spend way too much time in a store if she is shopping? And is it all gonna be worth it on a side hustle that I don't rank particularly well in my side hustle rankings guide? You can get a free copy of that link down below, but let's see, because unless drivers start to get really good shifts in 2025, I don't see the future of Spark, at least profitability wise for you, being that great, but prove me wrong. Let's see. Baltimore Marketplace and surrounding areas.
So right now it's 6:10. I'm running a little behind because I have to get my coffee first. But the Walmart that I'm going
you and me both
opens up at 6, so I wanted to be there at 6, but hey.
Oh, we're right into it. So she's doing a shop and deliver. I didn't see an order card, so I'm very curious how many items here. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3. Looking for stuff. See, this is what might take time. If you can find it quickly, and again, Spark does a good job of laying everything out, it's fine. Even the substitution process isn't too bad. I'm curious, what's the pay on this? But no surprise that the first offer is a shop and deliver, right?
I'm all done with my first order.
All right.
I think it was 16 items. 16. And so now we're about to go.
Pay, mileage.
It's actually super easy to do these deliveries.
But 16 items, very curious. That's got to pay like hopefully $20 for 10 miles. I feel like it's going to be a little farther. Oh, she's got a cart.
See?
Hey.
You slip it on there.
Okay. You know what? I do have a rolling cart or a wagon. Let's talk about that. If you're going to do Instacart, Shipt, Spark, Brody has catering, deliver that, delivered, Zifty. You can see this is really multi-purpose. I like the rolling wagon, but if for whatever reason you like the vertical kind of pulley cart thing, I mean, you can do that as well. I think you can fit more maybe in the rolling wagon.
Okay, so the gentleman lived 11
Drop
minutes
off
from the Walmart.
Perfect, 11 minutes.
So that's, I forgot. I think it was.
Oh, here's.
I forgot how many miles.
Oh, there it is. Perfect. Okay, 1730. Help me out down below. Do you think this is a good offer? Comment yes, no, and why. Help me out here. 1730. So it says 2 stops, but it's one delivery because your first stop, you can see there, it's the Walmart. So one delivery for 4.5 miles. She said 16 items for 33 minutes. Do you think that's worth it? Comment right now. I'm going to give you like 30 seconds here. Again, take a look. We're shopping. We're dealing with the items. You don't always have to scan like every single item. You're just going to check out, but you do have to bag it yourself. Now, I talk about centrally based locations, always coming back to a Walmart, a Sam's, or the few other participating locations. GoPuff, coming back to that warehouse. Not really flex because you don't have to come back to the warehouse unless you have, returned items. But even this one, so let's do the math on that. $17.30 for 4.5 miles. Oh, by the way, to track this stuff, I just updated our earnings tracking spreadsheet for 2025. And I added, which is really nice, what's called conditional formatting. Basically, all that means is on certain metrics, that spreadsheet's going to automatically calculate and give you a color indicator based on my thresholds that I set for what's poor, what's moderate or fair, and what's a good kind of performance metric. So it'll show red, yellow, green to give you at a glance visuals of how you're doing. That was just updated for 2025. Get a copy. Again, our earnings tracking spreadsheet, I'll have it linked down below. But that is $3.84. Remember, $1.75, that's our goal here. Now imagine she comes back. So if you come back on Spark, you're in essence doubling the miles. 4.5 miles to complete it. Let's just assume, from the store to the customer and back, another 4.5. So even if I divide that 384 payout per mile in half, it is still $1.92 payout per mile. That is exceptional.
So I'm going to drop the order off and then we're going to head back to the Walmart.
There you go. So look, she's going to head back. This is her first day. If you don't know, it's all business miles because you're online intending to do business. It's another reason, why you want to track your miles, a spreadsheet, an app or something. But you might not think about that. Like, well, I'm just yo-yoing customer Walmart. And again, you're in essence doubling the miles versus what? It's versus what I call ping-ponging orders. Just taking an offer, immediately getting another offer. But let's say on rideshare and food delivery, I don't have to drive back to my initial staging area. Hopefully it's busy enough right around my drop-off or completion area where I have the goal minimal commuting or empty miles, it's called, without an assignment. Because empty miles without an assignment, that's just wear and tear on the vehicle. That's just an expense. And obviously it's time we're not getting paid.
I'm dropping off
it's another day. She already got one.
Now.
Okay. Doing a drop off. How much?
It's taking me like 5 to 6 hours to make about $100.
I know I'm bad at math. $20 an hour. But what if it's 6? That is $16.67 an hour. So making like 16-ish to $20 an hour doing Walmart Spark. Can you do better? That's the question. That's why you would track not only your miles, because that's like great. You're tracking your miles. You should do that for tax purposes. But am I making enough money on Walmart Spark? Or, she drove Lyft. Can I make more money doing ride share? But there's a trade-off. I have passengers or food delivery, or grocery, or package, or something else, right? If you just want to set it and forget it, like Mike, I don't want to do that. I don't want to look at my numbers. That's fine. I'm just saying, I don't want you to leave money on the table.
I was getting back on to say, I keep forgetting to open up the order all the way to see how many items it is, because yesterday I made a mistake and accepted an order because it was paying, I think, $34, $35.
Right.
But it was 60 items. Yeah, it took me a very long time to do, and it just wasn't worth it. So
exactly. On any shop and deliver, it's the item count. And even these apps know the pull rates, how many items you're picking basically per minute. All that stuff matters. And that's in part my concern with any shopping gig, anything, convenience, alcohol, grocery. It's that time in the store. Imagine that. So 60 plus items. Even if you pull an item every 30 seconds, granted, you're going to be a little faster. Obviously, the stuff's in one section. Just want to let you know there, time on shopping offers.
I just took an order. I did look at the miles. It's 5 miles.
Okay,
so I accepted it. However, I didn't look at the items, so I'm hoping that it's not a
she didn't look at the
order.
items again.
It didn't have a heavy
which pays more
amount of time on it. So.
Heavy pay. Hey! Hold on. 21.33. That's stellar. Divided by 5.2 miles. $4.10 paid out per mile. Even if she comes back, That's $2.05 if we have that. 36 minutes, our dollars to time payout, just over 30 minutes there. Still on the one offer. But think about this though. I just thought of this, and I'm surprised I haven't mentioned this really before. That it's 36 minutes to complete the offer though. So on the last offer, well, I think the first one we saw, she said it was 11 minutes away. So think about that. If this was, let's say, 10 minutes away, this is only quoted to take the offer. So if it's 36 minutes to complete the offer, it is going to take 10 minutes to get back. Now there's 46 minutes or 3/4 of your hour already taken. See, that's another consideration of any gig app that has a centrally based location. So we only saw numbers on a handful of offers there, but still, here's my initial impression of this shift here. Number one, when you don't know, and Shakitta mentioned it was kind of trial and error, which is fine because you're going to have to get used to an app anyway. The screens, the click-through process, pickup, drop-off process, problems, and how to resolve that. But I want you to do a little research ahead of time if you can, because I know you're busy. So consider subscribing just so you can at least start to see some screens, problems, and all that stuff ahead of time. Because otherwise, think about it. You're literally winging it because you have no idea about anything, any of the screens, any of the processes, and you don't know, is this pay good pay? Honestly, this shift was mainly luck because she doesn't know when times are going to drop. She had good offers that weren't claimed because I feel like Spark is very competitive. So she's either going to get lucky with an exclusive offer that was sent to her, or might have gotten lucky with, let's say, a round robin. Someone couldn't take it. It came back around to her. I'm trying to remember if they send offers to multiple drivers at one time. Remind me down below. But if it was sent to multiple drivers at one time, then she got lucky just clicking on that basically faster than another driver, and or she was best suited for that offer. This was not a bad shift. There was some high pay in here, high margin offers. I just want to make sure it's continued. But if it is, think about that. It could be a stellar option in your marketplace if it continually gives you the choice and the pay like we saw here.